Hi everybody, and welcome to Sailing Safari with a bit of a difference. This is the safari side of sailing. So what I wanted to show you today is what's called a dolerite dyke, and you can see it stretching up there. You can see the black rocks, which are dolerite. And the dolerite dyke is formed when there's a crack in the Earth's surface or plates, and you get this huge amount of pressure which sends up the molten lava up the dyke, up the crack, and it forms this. It forms the dyke. You get dykes formed of different kinds of material, but this particular one's dolerite, and the dolerite is a black rock. And it's black because it's got low in quartz and feldspar. And what's very interesting about this is it's quite amazing actually. On either side, and you can see that side there, and then that side there, we have what is called a schist. Now a schist is a metamorphosized sedimentary rock, and the schists are made out of the very, very fine particles that settle out of the water at very last. So you can imagine a river running down into the sea, and then all the gravel and the boulders drop out, and then the heavier bits of sand, and then what follows, what hangs around in the water for a long time is these tiny platelets and very fine particles, a lot of which is called talc. And this is where talcum powder comes from. You had big deposits of talc, and they were mined and made into and that's talcum powder which was used in cosmetics and stuff. So either side of us here, if I turn this way, and you can see behind me here, is deposits of schist. And the schist was originally a seabed, and what's happened is that you've had tectonic movement. And the tectonic movement, coupled with extreme pressure and temperature, has formed the sedimentary layers of this fine material into a schist. And the schist is a very soft type of rock. When you feel it in your fingers, you'll feel that it's slippery. Yeah, it's a very particular type of rock, and after you've seen it a few times, you'll see it. You'll pick it up easily. But here I am, about 100 kilometers from the sea, in the middle of Western Australia, the Central Wheetbelt, and we've got this lake deposit which has then been metamorphosized into the schist, and either side, and we've got this dyke that comes through it. And I think that this dyke, the event that formed the dyke, was the same event that actually turned the mudstone, because originally it'd be a mudstone until it's metamorphosized, that turned the mudstone into a schist. How interesting is that? Probably one other thing I'd like to show you is that with the dolerite, it's a black stone, and you can use it as a flint to start a fire, which is quite evident here, because when one of the machines was working, it sparked off a spark which started a fire. So if you hit the dolerite together, if I take two pieces of dolerite, I don't know if I'm catching this well, but if you take two pieces of dolerite and you hit it together like this, and then you smell it, you can smell that flint smell, the sharp acid type of smell that is accompanied by when you strike a lighter or something like that. And yes, you can always tell the dolerite by hammering it. And if it was nighttime, you'd actually see the sparks come off that. Anyway, interesting bit of geology going on, and geology is very interesting because the whole world around us is formed from all the geological events over the last however old the Earth is. What's that? I'm not actually sure. 4,000 million years old. But yep, something a bit different, not just sailing. Bit of a geotechnical and geology lesson. Thanks for watching, and hit subscribe and like and send it to all your friends. Thanks, bye.